If you love someone on blood pressure pills, this video might be the most loving nudge you'll ever give them. Because here's the truth most people never hear in the doctor's office. High blood pressure is not a losartan deficiency or any other medicine you may be taking. It's a warning light, and pills are often just duct tape over the dashboard. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to help you protect the people you care about from a doctor who prescribes these medicines, but also takes people off them when we fix the root cause. But before we begin, I'm Dr. Tony Hampton, a board-certified family and obesity medicine doctor. I've helped many patients lower their blood pressure, and many have been able to reduce or stop medication, with their doctor's supervision, of course, by changing how they eat, move, sleep, and handle stress. This video is for you if you're on blood pressure pills, you love someone who is, or you're trying to avoid them. Stay with me because I'm going to cover 3 big things: why blood pressure goes up in the first place, why pills help but don't usually fix the real problem, and what you can do starting this week to give your arteries a break. And very important, do not stop or change your medication based on a YouTube video. Use this to have a better, smarter conversation with your doctor. Let's start with what high blood pressure really means. Most people are told, your pressure is high, here's a pill, see you in 3 months. What they're not told is that pressure is usually high because the system is sick. Picture your blood vessels like flexible garden hoses. They're meant to expand and contract easily, but over years of ultra-processed food, sugar, refined carbs, stress, poor sleep, and weight gain, those hoses start to stiffen and narrow. Now imagine trying to push the same amount of water through a smaller, stiffer hose. What happens to the pressure? It goes up. That's high blood pressure. Behind that number, several things are often going wrong at the same time. Insulin resistance. Too much insulin from years of high carb, high sugar eating. Insulin makes the kidneys hold on to salt and water and can tighten blood vessels. Chronic inflammation from processed foods, smoking, stress, and poor metabolic health. Inflamed arteries don't relax well. Overactive stress system. That fight or flight switch gets stuck halfway on, raising heart rate and tightening vessels. Kidney strain. The kidneys help regulate blood pressure. When they're overloaded, the system compensates by raising pressure. Visceral fat. That belly fat around the organs acts like an extra hormone secreting organ, sending signals that raise blood pressure. Your pill might relax the vessels, slow the heart, or help the kidneys. But if you don't change the reasons those systems are stressed, you just keep needing more drugs over time. It's like turning down the volume on the fire alarm when the kitchen is still on fire. I want to help you put out the fire. So let's talk about what you can do starting today. First, know your real numbers. Blood pressure in the clinic is one snapshot. Some people have white coat hypertension. Up in the office, fine at home. Others look okay in the office but run high all day. If you can, get a home blood pressure cuff. Take readings at the same times each day, morning and evening. Seated, feet on the floor, arms supported, resting quietly for 5 minutes. Write them down. That pattern tells a story. Are you always high in the morning? That might reflect sleep issues, stress hormones, or late night snacking. Higher in the evening could be meals, alcohol, or stress buildup. Bring that log to your doctor. It changes the conversation from one bad number to here's the bigger picture. Second, fix the food that's breaking the system. We've spent decades blaming salt, but the real villains for many people are sugar and refined carbohydrates. Think about what most people eat. Sugary drinks and juices, breakfast cereals and healthy granola bars, bread, pasta, crackers, chips, desserts, pastries, constant snacking. All of this drives blood sugar up and forces the pancreas to pump out more insulin. Over time, the body becomes resistant to insulin. Insulin levels stay high. High insulin tells the kidneys, hold on to more sodium and water. More volume in the system means more pressure in the pipes. So, one of the most powerful tools to help blood pressure, pull the sugar and refined carbs way down. Lean into real whole foods. That might look like this. For breakfast, eggs cooked in butter, maybe some bacon or sausage without added sugar, or leftover steak instead of cereal and toast. For lunch, a big salad if you're not carnivore like me, but preferably with meat, eggs, cheese, olive oil, and avocado instead of sandwiches and chips. Dinner, Meat or fish with non-starchy vegetables cooked in butter or olive oil instead of pasta, bread, rice, and dessert. When people move from beige boxed and bagged foods to grown or raised, not manufactured, their insulin levels often drop. That can translate into lower blood pressure over time. Third, be smart about salt. Salt is not the enemy in the way we were taught. Here's what I tell my patients. Most of the harmful salt comes from packaged garbage, chips, fries, fast food, frozen dinners, canned soups, and ultra-processed snacks. That's like salt plus seed oils plus refined carbs all in one punch. Salt on real food, like sprinkling some mineral salt on steak, eggs, or veggies, is very different than salt hiding in a box of crackers you demolish at 10 p.m. So instead of, I must fear all salt, try this. Cut the processed foods dramatically. Use reasonable amounts of quality salt on real whole foods. If you have kidney failure or heart failure, you absolutely need personalized guidance from your doctor. But for most metabolically unhealthy people, the salt story has been oversimplified and misdirected. Fourth, calm the stress system. You can be eating perfectly and still have elevated blood pressure from chronic stress. If your brain thinks there's a lion in the room all day long, your nervous system keeps the pressure up to help you survive. In our world, the lion isn't claws and teeth. It's email, money worries, caregiver, conflict, and scrolling bad news. Your body doesn't know the difference. Simple things help here. Go for a 10 to 15 minute walk after meals. Walking lowers post-meal blood sugar and calms the nervous system at the same time. Practice slow breathing. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out, for 2 to 5 minutes a few times a day. It sounds too simple, but it directly signals your body to shift into rest and digest. Limit caffeine in the afternoon and evening. If you're wired at night, your blood pressure often is too. Fifth, protect your sleep. Poor sleep is one of the most underrated causes of high blood pressure. Short sleep, fragmented sleep, or sleep apnea all raise stress hormones and keep blood pressure elevated. Basic upgrades. Aim for 7 to 9 hours in a dark, cool room. No heavy meals or sugar bombs right before bed. Try a wind-down routine instead of scrolling in bed. Reading, stretching, prayer, meditation, journaling. If your partner says you snore loudly, stop breathing at night, or gasp, talk to your doctor about sleep apnea. Treating it can make a huge difference in blood pressure and heart health. Now, how do medicines fit into all of this? Blood pressure pills save lives. I have no problem prescribing them when needed. They can prevent strokes, heart failure, kidney failure, and more while we work on the deeper stuff. So again, do not stop them on your own. But I want you to start seeing the prescription as a seatbelt, not a permission slip. You still have to drive the car safely. I call it bridge therapy, to be used until you start to heal with lifestyle changes. Here's what I'd love you to ask your doctor. If I change my food, cut sugar and refined carbs, and focus on weight, sleep, and stress, could we eventually talk about lowering my dose or number of meds as my blood pressure improves? Can we check labs that look at my metabolic health, like fasting insulin, A1C, triglyceride to HDL ratio, set rate, C-reactive protein, so I know I'm fixing the root causes? Those questions send a signal. You're not looking for more pills. You're looking to get healthier. And if you're watching this because you love someone on blood pressure pills, here's what you can do today. Share this video with them. Offer to be their partner in change. Maybe you both cut sugar together, walk after dinner together, and check your blood pressures together. Celebrate every win, even small ones. Dropping from 160/95 to 145/88 is progress. Clothes fitting differently is progress. Better sleep is progress. You don't have to be perfect to make big difference. Your arteries don't need your guilt. They need your consistency. I hope this video helped provide a different perspective. And if it did, don't keep it a secret. Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. And most importantly, send this to the person you thought of as soon as you read the title. If you love someone on blood pressure pills, the most loving thing you can do isn't just to remind them to take their meds. It's to help them build a life where one day they might need less of them or none at all. I can't wait to see you in the next video, where we'll continue diving into root causes of metabolic disease so you can enjoy more years, better years with the people you love.